Hi everyone, good evening to Shula's Table Talk Show today. And yeah, today is Shula's Table Talk Show on business. That's why you're seeing me wearing yellow, right? So that's the color code. And today I have an amazing person, a business expert on the table today. And with me, um, I have Mr. Gift on
If the
today's section. Hi, Mr. Gates. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Can you
hear
hear
you
me?
very well. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can very well.
Okay. So thank you
Yeah.
very much for coming onto the table today for us to talk about business registration. So before that,
Yeah.
I would like to make a little introduction. This is Shula's Table Talk Show. So every first Saturday of the month and every second Saturday of the month, last Saturday of the month, we have
Okay.
sections on Shula's Table Talk Show. For the first Saturday of the month, we have section on tech. So Shula's Table Talk Show brings tech experts to the table where we
Okay.
talk about tech topics. And
Okay.
second or the last Saturday, second to last Saturday of the month, we have um, business experts come to the table and talk about one or two topics on business. That is why you're here today, and we are so happy to have you today, Mr. Gates. Thank you
Okay.
very much
Thank
for taking free to be here on the table, and yeah, follow us right in. So, we want to first of all get to know you better. So, can you tell us who you are, what you do, and the company you work for?
Okay. So once again, I want to appreciate Shula for the opportunity, right? I know one of these days she has been talking to me about it. I felt like, really, what's this thing all about? But I'm still want to appreciate you for the audience, the time, and the opportunity to be part of this section. Okay, so I'm Gift Iserma. I'm from River State. Okay, most people feel like the River State folks, they're always very lazy. No, true, we're not lazy. I'm just trying to change that narrative. Okay, so I'm a business consultant, a business strategist. Okay, I'm the brand strategist for Brand Up Nigeria, which is a business solution hub. Brand Up Nigeria was designed to be at the center of every business problem. So we're like the business clinic where we help solve every notable business problem. So it's just like you walk into a hospital, right? Okay, when you walk into the
Yeah.
hospital, you have a problem, an issue. So what happens is you meet the secretary or maybe an attendant that will attend to you. They will get to ask you what your problem is. Okay, so when you get to say what your problem is as a health challenge, you necessarily don't need to know if they have any consultant at the moment that can settle your health issues.
Yeah.
You only sure that whenever I walk in there, they will solve my health issues, right? So you don't need to know if
Yeah.
the consultant there is a staff there or maybe it's someone that's coming in. So the idea for Brand Up is we're like a solution hub where you're working with your business problems and you go out with a solved business issue. You're working with just an idea and you work out with a globally recognized brand. Okay, so we are like an
Yeah.
intermediate medium between business problems havers and business problem solvers. So we are the center point. Like, so every business problem related to every business individual, we help you solve it. Let's say, for instance, every business individual, any person that has an idea or want to start up a business has one issue. One is, how do I fine tune this idea to make it valuable, right? Okay, to create a
Okay.
value chain around it. Okay, afterwards, the person wants to, possibly I want to register the idea so that nobody will steal it. That's what we're discussing today. Okay, the next thing is, let
Yeah.
me brand it. Okay, so most people, the issue we have with so many individuals is they brand their business before registering. Okay, we're here to solve that problem. So Brand Up Nigeria is your one-stop shop where all your business problem is actually solved, really solved for real. Okay, so
Well,
I'm the
thank you
business
very
strategist.
much for yeah. So thank you very much, Mr. Gift, for actually explaining that offers. I think I've
Yeah,
learned something. So once you have an idea, the first thing you
yeah,
should do is actually register it before you brand it.
yes.
That's
Mm,
that's that's
mm.
nice. Many of us don't actually know that. For me, I think I started up my business before
Yeah, I know.
before even getting to register it. So I think that's a common
Yeah,
problem everybody faces. every business owner, most business owners, sorry, face in Nigeria, I think. Because I've actually
Yeah.
seen that happen. Most businesses are there, they are 1 year, they are 2 years, and they are not even registered. So thank you very much once again for having, yeah, to see out of your busy schedule coming up to the table to speak with us to chat about
Yeah.
or to give answers to this question. So from the audience, normally what we do is before the week of the talk show or the show, we
Okay.
put up link out there and get to
Okay.
know what persons want or the
Okay.
questions persons have or some persons have, yes, pertaining the particular topic we have to talk about. So today I have 8 questions for you to
Wow.
give
Okay.
answers to. So
Yeah.
yeah, so eight
I'm
questions.
charging.
Yeah,
I'm
so that's
charging 10K for each question. I'm charging 10,000 now for each question. Okay, I was just joking. Just joking.
okay. That's that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. We'll meet at the other place.
Okay. No
We'll
problem.
get to settle ourselves the other place. Yes.
Yeah.
So the first question I actually want to start off with is every time people get to say business registration, people get to talk about business registration. Can you
Yeah.
tell us what the business registration is all about? What is it?
Okay.
Is it just going to the CHC and we say what exactly is business registration?
Okay. So let me. I have to put it well in the layman terms. Business registration
Yeah.
can either be either, like, let's say, stated well, business registration is a recognized system where the state government, which is the federal government, actually gets every business captured. Okay. Um, they help you get your business recognized legally. So business registration is a
Okay.
process where you get your business legally recognized by the federal government, like an operational entity. Okay. Now, without that business
Yeah.
registration, you can't have access to every federal or legal processes in Nigeria or in any country. Okay. We have it in every country. We have it in UK, in abroad. For UK, they call the like what we call our company with LTD. UK, they call it LCC, LLC, LLC. Okay. So every company has their business registration procedures. It's a medium where you get your business legally recognized by a governmental body, okay, for you to be
Yeah.
operational, legally operational in any state, in any country.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
yeah.
You've actually talked about business registration. So can we talk about what since a business is supposed to be registered, right? Is there any set structure that a business should have before getting to that registration part? Is it just once I have an idea in my head, I just walk up to register my business? Is there any guidelines, right? Say, or procedure? I think procedure is okay that I should follow as a business before I get to register my business. What do you think?
Sorry, I can't hear you very well. Are you there?
Okay, can you hear me? Right? Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear
Hello?
me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, please let me know when you get to hear me. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Is this from my end?
Hello?
Please can you hear me? Let me get to know when you can hear me.
No, no, no.
Can you hear me now? Oh, I don't know if it's on my
Okay.
end or you can hear me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, just hold on.
Uh,
Can I rejoin the
okay,
group? Can
yes,
I rejoin again?
yes, exactly. Yes, you can log off and join back, please.
Okay, sorry. Okay, you can go on.
Okay, yeah, so you're back. Yeah, so you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Perfect.
You can hear me. Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So I was asking, so you actually told us what a business registration is all about, that you define business
Yeah.
registration for us. So I want to know,
Yeah.
before I get my business registered, are there
Yeah.
procedures or certain stage that my business should be before I get it registered? Or is it once I have that idea in my head, I go over and get them registered? What do you think?
Okay, so the truth is, there are various levels at which you have to look at before you get your business registered. You don't just walk into anywhere, just like the way we have a business plan. Okay, like
Yes.
definitely your business has to be fine-tuned. That's why you first of all, your idea has to be well fine-tuned. Okay, you need to know who are my targeted
Yes.
audience, what are the services I need to be rendering. Okay, is that services recognized in the state? Okay, is this sellable, is it valuable? Okay, how do I intend to reach out to it? Is my business locally or international? Okay, is it going to be within the state or within the country, or would it be something that I have to sell outside the country? Okay, you need to put all these things straight. That's why we look at every business owner should first of all craft out their business plan, because it will help you understand what kind of registration you need to do, because there are various kind of registration, right? You have to know
Okay.
if it's going to be like a normal business name registration. You have to know if it is a business partnership, a partnership business. Okay, you need to know if it's a business, if it is going to be a limited liability company, which is a full-blown company, a legal entity. Okay, which is
Yeah.
can do business anywhere. So these are for you to register any business. You need to understand these key things. That's why you need to draft out your business plan. Now, the business plan will help you know where your goal, where you're looking at, how far this business can go over time, who are my targeted audience, how do I intend to evolve. Okay, like if I'm starting with cleaning, would I start doing car wash later in the future? Would I start doing post-construction cleaning services later in the future? Would I start doing environmental cleaning later in the future? Now, when you put all these things into factorization, into the right place, okay, you understand, okay, what audience am I looking at to target? Is it going to be within my location or outside the state? Is this idea sellable anywhere in Nigeria, right? Okay. Now, what name would I
Mm.
give this idea? Okay. What kind of name would I give it? What kind of registration? Am I partnering with someone to help me achieve that? Okay. Do I need the partner? Do I need an investor? Do I need a sponsor? All these details will help you understand what kind of registration you do. So you don't just start, I have an idea, you just rush into going to register the idea. You need to put everything, you need to first of all refine the idea, create a business plan around it, ask some questions about this business idea. Is this something I can run now? Will it last over time? The truth is, we have had people that after they
Okay.
had an idea, they just rush into registering the business. After registering, they discover that they lost flair for it. They discover that it wasn't sellable. They discover it's not something I can push. They discover it's something not buyable. They discover it's something that I needed to be a
Yeah.
partnership, or they
Exactly.
discover it's something that needs to be an NGO.
Exactly.
Okay, and now can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, yes, please.
You can hear me very well.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so these are details we need to look at before we get to start talking about registering a business. You have to properly understand what the business is. Is it viable? Create a business plan around it. You need to be detailed about what you want to do. You have to refine it, understand the pros and in fact, you have to draw what they call a pitch diagram. Okay, what will this thing solve? How do I intend to solve this thing? Does it have any track record? How do I start? Where do I start from? All those vital questions has to be asked and answered before you start registering your business. That's why you need a business consultant, or possibly you need someone to guide you through in that process. So you don't just rush into registering the
Exactly.
business. If not,
Yeah.
you might get stopped. If you don't have um, a foresight, have a futuristic goal in regards to this, it will be difficult for you to be able to understand the work plan of the business. You can't just go into registering your business like that.
Wow, thank you very much. As you were saying, something came into my mind. So since you should have all these things, does it mean that if I own a barbing salon, if I'm a hairdresser, yeah, I'm a stylist, I can't get to register my business because the process you all called out. Do you think it's necessary for someone who owns all that skill to kind of register their business?
Sorry,
What do you think?
just hold on, please.
Okay. Okay, so we lost him again. I don't know, maybe his network is very bad. Yeah, welcome to Nigeria. Okay, so he's back. Let's have him back.
Okay,
Hi, welcome back.
thank you.
Yeah, sorry, Nigeria, right? This is
Yeah.
Nigeria. Network.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I was asking, so the process, the procedures you all listed out, does it mean that if I'm a hairdresser or yeah, a stylist, I own a barbing salon, I can't get to register my business?
Okay. Now you see your business is you see now you already have a well-defined service structure. Okay, what you want to
Yeah.
do is well defined. Now, so many persons just have an
Mm-hmm.
idea. I think I want to be be cleaning. Okay. Now the cleaning doesn't have they don't know what recognize. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please.
They don't know what recognized or legal name or a recognized name attached to that floor. Okay, they don't know mopping the floor is called cleaning services or janitorial services. Okay,
Okay.
because all these things has to be
Yeah.
properly understood before you start registering a business. Because there are vital questions they will ask you when you want to register the business. Okay, now when you say hairdresser, it's
Yeah.
well defined. Okay, but even
Mm-hmm.
in CSE, when a business, you won't necessarily put hairdresser. It's called saloon.
Mm-hmm.
Salon services. So you need a someone to guide you through. Because if you give it a tag, it will limit your future. It will limit how far you can go.
Yeah.
Okay, if you just put hairdresser, it will limit you. Later you start saying, "Okay, I want to register another one," because your horizon has already been expanded. You know, when you go into a thing, while you gradually getting into it, you start details about it start unraveling. You start understanding more details about it. You start understanding the business inside the business. Okay,
Yeah.
so you know in
Yeah.
registration, after you're done with that registration, you're like it's like a stop, except you want to increase it to a higher level. So before you get into a registration process, you need to be able to be totally well informed, well detailed, have be well schooled in regards to the services you want to render or what you want to do. Okay, so that's why we
Yeah.
try to encourage
Yeah.
people, business owners, startups, entrepreneurs. They need to be well schooled or well researched about what they want to do before they go into it. Because immediately you register, that name has been stocked. You've already saved that name already. Okay, so going back, you
Yeah.
need to go through a lot of bottlenecks to see you want to change the nature of service that you want to be offering. You're going to spend more,
Okay.
do more expenses. You need to. It's going to also take you a lot of time for you to start changing what you've registered already in CSC or what you've already done registration for. That's why we
Yeah.
advise people be well cleared and well detailed in regards to whatever you want to do. If you want to register your business,
You want
so
to
do
do
research, ask more
exactly.
questions, and Google and all of that.
Exactly. I think I had that issue when I was trying to register my business. I was stuck at some point, and that's where you came in, right?
Yeah.
I had to run to you
We
because
need to talk about
I
this
didn't know what else to
afterwards.
do, you know.
We need to talk about this afterwards. I'm sorry, but
Yeah. Please don't crucify me yet. That's very funny, yeah. So you actually answered the second question about she asked, she said, what do I need to know about choosing a business name? So I think you touched it. So before you get to choose a business name, person has to get to make sure that they know well about the business.
Yeah.
sort of what they want to do, get their business plan ready, and so on and so forth. So you actually touched that. So now, this person said, how do I register my small business? Is it the same process that you have to go through?
How do you
Okay,
register your
before
what?
that, I think you have to talk about this. What are the different types of business registration?
Okay. Okay. So
What are the different types of business registration? Yes.
yeah, most people actually have this issue of actually categorizing every kind of registration as business registration, because maybe
Okay.
possibly they don't really know better. Okay, business registration is a collective term, but there are more details inside. Okay, so we have different kinds of business
Yeah.
registration, right? We have what we call the
Okay.
enterprise registration, which is sole proprietorship. Okay, even the sole proprietorship
Okay.
can also have sole partnership, where is a one-man kind of business, but you're partnering with someone. Okay, that's enterprise.
Okay.
Enterprise is actually limited within the state. Okay, it's limited within the state, and you have
Oh.
four limited services to actually render in an enterprise. An
Oh.
enterprise business dies with the owner of the business, so it doesn't outlive you; it dies
Yeah.
with you. Okay, if you anything happens to you,
Okay.
your business falls with it too. So it's a one-man kind of business. It's not a legal entity. It's just a normal
Yeah.
system for the starters for them to use to do business legally with other individuals. So they'll not see like you're field fraud, you're 419, or like to do things professionally, but yet you're just a startup.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's for enterprise. We have what we call limited liability company. Okay, that one
Yeah.
is a legal entity, right? Is different from the individual that owns it. Okay, um,
Okay.
tax. When it comes to paying tax, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, so when it comes to paying tax, okay, you're not paying tax as an individual, you're paying tax as a company. So you're not being taxed. For an enterprise, they tax you as an individual. For a limited liability, they tax the company because the company is a separate entity. The company leaves. Okay. Now, in a limited liability, we have what they call limited by guarantee. Okay. We have limited by
Okay.
partnership. Okay. There are first type of limited liability, but we also have private limited liability and public limited liability company.
Yeah.
Okay. But what is more used in Nigeria for every business owners is private limited liability company. Okay, that's what is more used. It's called a private limited liability company. Okay, that's what we all use. Even I have a private limited liability. I even have two. Okay, that's what everybody use, and they all have different share per capital. We have a startup range of
Okay.
100,000 shares. We have 500,000 shares. We have 1 million shareholding. We have 2 million. We have 20 million. We have 30 million shareholding. Depending on the category of businesses you want to fall into. Okay, that's what determines the shareholding, share per
Okay.
capital your business can be able to lay hold on. For normal startup, like people that
Yeah.
are into oil and gas, construction, normal businesses, you can do with 1 million shareholding. Okay, for startup. But if you want to do into
Okay.
professional services like marine, security, um, exchange, marine services, some other professional services like security company, like some specific kind of logistics company, which is sea transport and toll services. They require different category of
Yeah.
shareholding, share per capital. Okay, but for normal business, you just need
Okay.
1 million
Yeah.
shareholding. Okay, we're talking about the different kinds of business registration. We've talked about the enterprise, we've talked about the limited liability. Okay, now we have another one called
Limited
the
liability.
NGO. Okay, the non-profit organization. Okay, and we have other organization that is fall into that NGO, into that category of NGO. We have association, we have
Club. I think we
clubs,
lost
we
you.
have churches, we
Club.
have
Yeah.
other types that falls under that same category. Okay, so the three major business
Yeah.
registration we have in Nigeria is limited liability, enterprise, okay, and
Mhm.
then you have a social. We're supposed to have the one called social enterprise, but we don't do it in Nigeria here. Okay, the social enterprise is always categorized under the limited liability company. NGOs too. Schools are also
Oh.
under NGOs. institutions are also under NGOs. Okay, so those are the major three different categories of business registration we have in Nigeria. Okay, so those are the three major types.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice. So if I have a small business from, I think we lost him again. Wow, my country, Nigeria. Yeah, Airtel has actually been very shitty today, so I don't know. Probably he's using Airtel. So let's wait for him to come back and we add him back to the show. Okay, he's back. Yeah. So here we go again.
Yeah.
Hi, Dee. Yeah, don't worry, we understand. We're in Nigeria too.
Okay. So I guess you understood
Okay,
all the
so from
explanations.
all, yes, I did, and I hope the person listening also did. Now there's another question. From all you've just listed, she said, "How do I register my? How and what should I register my small business under? How should I register my small business, and what should I register my small business under? So what do you have to say about that?
Okay. What do I register my small business under?
How do I register my small business? I think what the person she had in mind is what, and when she's registering, what should it be under? Should it be under the limited liability? Should it be under the NGO? What is that in, or where should her small business be registered under?
Okay, so for a startup, it depending on what kind of business you call small business. For a hairdressing kind of business, like I said earlier, we mentioned from the beginning, we told you that you have to actually have a
Yeah.
business plan to actually foresee what your business would be in the future, so you don't make a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Actually know what services am I
Okay.
going to start renting in the future. Most people have a plan, like they have phase one, phase two, phase three, phase four. How they can actually phase one, they have to
Yeah.
unfold this phase two. You understand? So if your business,
Mm-hmm.
you just want to render just two services or three services, you can do it under an enterprise. Okay, okay. If you're having partners and investors, okay, you can do limited liability because they will want to have shares in the company. Okay, so it's depending on what
Yeah.
kind of business you want to do and what's the future of your business. That's why we ask you have to have a well-structured plan for your business before you know what kind of registration you have to do. So if you're saying it's just, I don't know
Yeah.
clearly what she wants to do, but just a small business, she doesn't have investors, she doesn't have shareholders, it's just for herself alone, and she has the plan of being small. It can be an enterprise. You can later possibly upgrade, okay, to a limited liability, but the
Okay.
process of upgrade
Okay.
will take a
Yeah.
lot of time.
Oh, okay. So it's better you get to know what you want to do on the onset, then
Yeah,
go for it.
yeah,
Then
yeah,
than either going for an enterprise, then when you want to upgrade, it becomes very
yes,
difficult for you and costs more, right?
yeah,
Okay,
you're right.
that's nice. Wow, I'm getting schooled this night. Seriously, I'm really getting schooled this night.
Okay.
Okay, so I have this question that says, "How do you register one person's business?" He has answered it already. So if you're in the comments, so if you're live with us here, how do you register a one person business? He has, yes, he has answered that. Then the next question says, "Is it important to register my company slash business? If it is, why?"
Okay, so earlier we spoke about most people make these mistakes a lot, right? So what they do is they brand
Yeah.
before we have had so many clients where they have started promoting their business already online everywhere. They've started doing everything about it, and they later wanted to register the brand. And they discovered that someone has already registered that business name. So they start having
Wow,
issues of trying to find another
that's
name. So
shocking.
imagine your brand name has already gone out there, and now you discover that someone has already registered it. Okay, it's just like the same
Mm-hmm.
thing when you want to open a website. You don't open the website immediately when you start up the
Yeah.
idea. Okay, you wait until when your business has gone far. You now go to search for a domain name. You discover that someone has already bought that domain name, and the person wants to
What
resell.
do you mean? Yeah.
You understand? You see the blunder. You see what happens. So
Yeah.
now the importance of registering a
Yeah.
business is so enormous. Okay, one, it helps you do business legally. Okay, professionally. Okay, it helps you gain more trust from your customers. Okay, it helps you create a corporate current account, like you have an account in that business name to do business properly, because you can let's take for instance, my company is brand up. If not, if the company is not registered, I can't open an account, a corporate account with it, because they require your CSC document for you to be registered, for you to be the account to
Yeah.
be open. Now,
Sure.
another thing, the benefit of registering your business is it secures your brand name. Apart from trademark, registering your business secures your brand name. It helps to secure your brand name. It helps to keep you safe. Like you're saying, the government, I've taken this, I'm taking ownership of this. Nobody should use it. Just like when you want to do a trademark. Trademark now is mostly for product and for intellectual property. Okay? Your trademark, your registered trademark name,
Yeah.
you cannot use it to open an account. So you need a business, a registered business to open a trademark, to trademark a product. You get?
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
importance of registering your business is one, you get your business legalized. Two, you can access loan. Okay, you can access loan from the federal government, from any loan organization, from microfinance bank, from an individual too. You can get investors. When investors see your company is registered, your business is registered, they can take you seriously. They know you're serious about business. Okay.
Yeah.
You can also get contracts from companies, LOCs, and IOCs. LOCs is local oil and gas companies. IOCs are international oil and gas companies. Okay, you can get contracts from any
And
organization,
that's complete.
government. Yeah. So your registered company, you can use to get a contract. Okay. So apart from that, also it helps. Like I said, it helps secure your name. Also, it helps secure your brand name. It helps you open a corporate account with that business name. It helps you do business legally and properly. It helps you save your brand name too. Now, with a sense of knowing that my company is registered, you're well organized, you will start thinking of structure. This because those are the part of the business structure thing. Because we think of the future, we think of a business outliving us. When you think about you don't
Yeah.
think about it. But when you think about the future, I want to see how my business can grow, outlive me 20 years time, 30 years time, someone can take over from me. Then you think about registering your business. Yeah, so
Okay. That's yeah. That's really nice. And I think I had an issue with I wanted to purchase a clothes online. I've been I've been defrauded once. I made a payment to get a
yeah,
clothes online. Yeah, so they insisted I had to make a transfer first before
yeah,
I could get to purchase the clothes. So I made the transfer, and yeah, I don't know. I was calling number, but it wasn't reachable anymore. And that was actually my first experience, a horrible experience of getting a clothes because I actually paid a lot of money to get
yeah,
that particular product. So I saw a clothes online, I think on Facebook story or something like that, and I wanted to get the clothes. The stigma of what happened the other time got to me, stunk me back, and I was like, okay, no. So I've already reached out to her already and asked her nine how much. So when she now replied, I was like, okay, I think I'm no longer interested. She said why. And I told her that uh, I have been frauded once online when I wanted to get something, and after narrating my story, she said she's forwarded me something. So I was like, okay, so what did she? And I had to click on it, and I saw that her business was registered. She forwarded the CAC, I
document.
think, document of the business, yes, of the business registration, and automatically I just had that trust. Like from nowhere, I just had the trust of buying the product from her. So I
Yeah,
think that helps a lot. So whenever you have a product or you sell online, I think it's very necessary that you get to register your business because it gives you
yeah,
leverage over every other person making online payment. Because so many crazy things are happening online. So many crazy things are happening online, especially in the online market. And people no longer have trust anymore when it comes to online products. So you registering your business makes you stand out, makes you different, and helps you grow your customer trust. So just like I saw the registration details and I just saw it, she's registered. I was like, wow. I just had that trust to continue the process. So I
yeah,
think that is another benefit of registering your company. If
yeah.
you're here listening, I think that's another importance of registering your business. What type of business should I register? I don't know. Have you answered that before? Do you want to go over that again? What kind or type of business should I register? Can I register any business I want? Yeah, I have the idea. I've made the structure. I'm thinking it's going to be scalable in the future. I've done my business plan properly. Do you think any business can go through that process and get it registered? What do you think? Or are there restrictions to businesses that can't be registered?
Okay, so CSE has actually taken time to capture, no matter how minute it is, the minuteness of every kind of services. Most of them that looks like infinitesimal, look very small and tiny. Okay, those services they have a legal name, but they look like very minute. Okay, look like it's not going to be a big
Yeah.
deal. CSE have been able to cover all those areas. Okay, because they have a name like um, vulcanizers. Okay, vulcanizers.
Okay.
Okay, CSC also
Yeah.
has captured that in their list nature of services. You can actually register.
Wow.
Yes, you can.
Wow.
So you can register any kind of business that's within the jurisdiction of what CSC captures as their nature of business services. So you have to. That's why you have
Yeah.
to meet a registration agent. Apart from you knowing what you want to do, another round, you have to meet a registration agent to help you guide you through the process. Because you might not like. I had a client that had a lot of issues, okay, with her registration process. The reason being that why they keep querying her registration was because she didn't give it the right name, the right appropriate name for it. Most people they just put. Um, Imagine you put washing on your nature of services, and you didn't
Yeah.
know that the word called laundry, dry cleaning services. CSE will disapprove it. They are going to
Services.
query you.
Yeah.
Just imagine you put what do I put? What do I put? Sweeping. You put sweeping as a nature of service. They will disapprove it because it doesn't have a recognized legal name, and it doesn't have a recognized
Yeah.
professional term for it. If you understand the professional term, you can call it cleaning or janitorial services. Okay, so any business can be registered as far as it
Yeah.
has that professional terminology. Okay, that is recognized under the nature of services CSC has approved. So you need to go and check out if this service I want to offer is it under the nature of services CSC has approved. If it doesn't, what other name should I coin it into to make it to fall into that category? Okay, so
That
any kind of business
category.
can be
Yeah.
registered as far as it's within that jurisdiction of the nature of services CSC has approved. Okay, you can register any business,
Yeah.
but you have to understand first of all what kind of business do I want to do? Does it need investors or does it need partners? How much do I have at hand to start up? Because even the cost of registration is also important. Like someone wants to do a foundation, okay? We can do an enterprise. We can register a foundation under an enterprise, but we'll not put foundation, okay? We will not put foundation, the name, the tag, because there are tags you attach to a business or a name or a service. It will be disapproved if it's not in the right category. Okay, so if you don't
Yeah.
have that to pay like
Yes.
150 to do an NGO registration, and you want to do an NGO registration, but you don't have that amount, we can advise you to say, okay, remove so thing from that name. Let's register under an enterprise. It will stay fly.
Yeah. It is
You get
fly.
until you have money now to do the NGO. So cost is important. Your nature of service, what you want to offer is important. The concept of your offering, the structure of your business is also important because the structure will determine if are you getting investors, are you getting partners, are you getting sponsors? You understand? Do they want shareholding? Do they want to be only they want to be partners? Do I want to make it a partnership kind of business? And all of that. So it will help you guide you on what kind of registration and what type of registration to be done.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time and for the whole explanation. I think I understood every other thing. Before you go, please, do you have anything you want to talk to you want to tell anybody that is listening now, or what do you play later on about business registration? Do you have any take home?
Okay, so I have a take-home advice. Okay, it will be two, right?
Sorry about
One
that. I was not
take-home
sorry.
advice.
I said, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can very well.
Can you hear me?
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
I
can.
don't
Very
know.
well, I
I
can hear you.
said earlier that okay. So I was asking, do you have any final word you want to give to anybody that is watching or will watch the replay later on business registration?
Okay. So, like I said I have two to dish out. Okay, so one will be on the structure, one will be on registration advice. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So this is what I would say to those that want to. Now, don't brand before the business registration. Register before the branding. Okay, don't brand first.
Yeah.
Register first before branding. Okay, we over time while doing registration, we have had issues with these things over time. Now, before you jump into registering your business, I know we have this surge, this energy, this passion that whenever we have an idea, we just want to push and push it fast, fast, fast. But you might push and make a whole lot of mistakes. I've done that while growing up. I had a foundation then in school when I was in UST. It's called TNE Foundation, the Next Entrepreneur Foundation. Okay, so I had issues because I didn't clearly state, understand where the vision is going to, how it's going to generate revenue, who are my partners. Okay, who are my partners? Are you there? Are you there?
I went
Okay, are
off
you
for
there?
a while. Yeah, I'm here.
Can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
me?
me?
Okay,
Yeah, I
so I
can
said
hear
I would
you.
give them two advices, right? So one
Okay,
would be
okay, sure.
register before branding. Don't brand before you register. Okay. Now, and
Okay.
also, yeah, you before you register your business, you have to be careful because any document you send into the federal government, to the state government, anything you register cannot be changed easily. So you have to be careful about what kind of business I want to venture into. How far can this business go? Who am I calling my investors and my partners? Now, I had issues while doing my business. I had a foundation. Sorry,
Sorry about that. Sorry
I
about
had a
that.
foundation then, but now I chose the wrong partner into my business. Now, be mindful of who you're incorporating as a partner or as a sole partner in your business, because that document cannot be changed. We've had people that
Yeah.
make people as their directors in their company, people as their shareholder, and later start struggling with they want to remove this person because they discover that they didn't have any need for these people, or these people were not even investing, they weren't doing what they're supposed to do, or they weren't the right people for the job, or they didn't cross-check these people's character. You didn't allow the person of their character to come out first before you drag them close to incorporate them into your document. It is really delicate and it's a legal document for you to be able to put people into that without making sure you ascertain their genuineness and the value they're offering to your business. So because we
Okay.
are passionate about a thing, we just go and call up one of our friends to say, come and partner with me, let's join and make this business possible. And you incorporate them into your company document and you later start having legal issues over time in the future. So you have to be well detailed in regards to what do I want to do? How do I intend to do this? Where am I starting? Is this going to have a local face or an international face? What are the services am I going to be doing? What are the phases of the services am I going to be offering over time in the near future? Do I have funds to register in so category? We talked about enterprise, limited, and NGO. Okay, am I going to be having investors, sponsors?
Okay. So I think we've lost him again because of network. I don't know. I'm going to give him a while to kind of join back. Mr. Gix, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you just leave and join back? Network is very terrible. I don't know why, but why is this terrible this evening? But yeah. Ah. Okay, so he has left. Okay. I think he'll have to join back. And let's get to hear his final words before he steps out. Okay, so let's go for a 30-second break. Okay, so welcome back. He's not yet back online. So before that, I'll just okay. I think you can hear him. He's here. He's back. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh,
So,
yeah. Welcome.
so I guess you heard everything I said, right? So these are mistakes a lot
Yes.
of so many startups. We're too passionate. Okay, we're too passionate. We allow, passion is like an energy that can neither be created nor be destroyed. But the truth is, they can be transformed from one form to another. So if you allow this passion consume you, becomes a problem. It's an energy that you have to control. It's something within your capacity to be able to lose control of. Okay, so if you allow yourself to flow too quick,
Yes.
you're going to make a lot of mistakes. So everything needs to be detailed.
Exactly.
What you want to do, how you intend to do it, who am I partnering with, the person I'm partnering, am I sure of this person? Everything needs to be well documented that this is what you're bringing into the table. Is the person not bringing anything needed for your idea or for your dreams to be pursued? No need. So you don't give yourself more problems in the future. So that's one. Then the next thing is, as a business person, for you to be able to create a proper structure, you need to understand four cardinal things. Before you start up any business stuff, you have to look at these four cardinal things. How do I get the job? One. Okay. How do I get the job? Okay. How do I
Yeah.
execute the job? How do I receive the job? How do I maintain this job? Okay. How do I get the job?
Yeah.
It's about marketing. How do you intend to market? How do you intend to reach out? All of that. Okay. How do I receive this job? What are the medium at which you receive your customers? How do you intend to receive? Are you intending on doing it online? Are you intending of having a customer care, having an office and all of that? All of that. How do I execute this job? What are the processes do I need to use to achieve this? Do I have the capacity to be able to achieve this, to execute this job, deliver it from the end to the finish? Or do I need to partner with anybody? Do I need to have a supply chain channel? Who do I need to partner with? Do I have partners? Do I need investors? All of that. How do I need to execute this job? So you need to look at those things. Now, how do you maintain this job? How do you intend this job to be running? Okay. How do you intend to maintain your customer? How do you intend to maintain yourself? How do you intend to maintain your staff? Okay. How do you intend to manage this job? So these are the key things you need. These four things. How do you get the job? How do you receive? How do you execute? And how do you maintain? If you look at these four things and you start putting
Okay. I think it's off again. Network by network. Please, can you help? Can you just let us finish the section with him? Then you can continue network. I think there's a very poor network in his area, and yeah, that's Nigeria. Nigeria for you. That's very terrible. So, so while we wait for him to come back online, while we wait for him to come back online, I will have to say this. So for everyone that has joined, persons that are going to watch the replay later, so this is the business registration Q&A, which is question and answer. You have some kind of, so you have these questions that we've given it to him to give us answers to, and even he shed more light on them and talked about more other things or other things that we didn't really mention in the comment in the questions that we gave to him, but he actually did justice to it. So if you're a business person listening to this right now, so there's this adage that says, use your teeth to count, no, use your tongue to count your teeth. So if you know you have an issue you need to fix or you need to work on, I think this is the proper time for you to go back and sit and work around it. So if you have your business registration on process, and after listening to this talk, you notice that you are out of place. So since it's still in process, I think you should actually have to stop the registration or try to work around it. Talk to your business consultant, and if you're doing it alone, please seek advice from a business consultant and let them guide you. So what if he comes back, for those that are interested to get to know him more and get his details so that you can reach out to him personally and he helps you with your business. Business book branding, because he's also he's a brand strategist and he's also a business consultant. So if you have issues with your business, you can also reach out to him and he helps you out with that process. So yeah, he's not yet back, and I think that is it. So the only thing we want him to come and do is to give us some details. And even if he doesn't, I'm going to ask the details in the comment section. So after this last section and he didn't come back, so look up or look out for the comment section where I'm going to add his details where you can reach out to him and get your business registered. So that is it. Every question has been answered. Even if you have this thing we call it's no a head you're a hairdresser, you have a hairdressing shop, people always call it, but we call it salon for both, either it is unisex or it is just for females, right? You want to get your business out there. Actually, you can actually be a big shot out there with just having a salon. You can do other things inside it and you be well known, do your marketing right, do your branding, how you social media, present yourself out there, and yeah, you be a brand and you can register your business. So even as much as low as someone who does cleaning, that's a low. Oh, sorry about that. I think that's very. So jobs that we think, okay, I should use that, we think that are low and minor or are of people think they are or overlooked. People overlook businesses that people overlook, such as cleaning services. You can even get them registered and make that popular, right? Where you get employed persons that kind of work for you, and yeah, people can call you. Please, I need to get my house clean. Can you help out? Can you send anybody across? And yes, you do that, and person does the work, and you get paid for it. I'm a software developer, like I said. If you know me properly or you know very well, I know I've built three websites for three yeah cleaning agencies or persons, individuals that own a cleaning agency. I've used websites for them and they are actually making cool money from it. So businesses as low as that, people think that it's low as that can be registered because one of the websites I added their CA to their registration, though they're not um, Nigerian based, but I think something like that, like CAC, added it to their website to show that they are verified from their own part of the country. So you can actually go as low as registering such businesses and working around that. So he has answered the whole questions we have today on the table, and I hope your questions are answered. Well, if you're listening and along the line you have a question from what he said or something he said that you don't really understand, so this is how it goes. Go to the comment section and comment your question. I will go through it. I go through my YouTube channel every 2 to 3 days. So I go through all the whole videos I've posted or live sessions we've had, and um I check out for questions under them. So I will get to see your question. I'll reach out to him, get answers to it, and I am going to reply you with the answer. So yeah. So if you're watching this, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that whenever we are live or we go live, you get to know about it. You'll be one of the first persons to find out that we are live. Yeah, so that is all for Shula TTS on business registration Q and A. Yeah, that's all about it. We are going to have another section. Remember, if you notice and you've been following, you will notice that we've been off balance because Shula Talk Show should be the first Saturday of every month and the last Saturday of every month. But it has been shaky because I went off, and if you check down the YouTube, you see the welcome back video where I explained things out, why I left and why I am coming back by the time I did, and why I left without telling anybody. So go through it and get it find out. So the next section we are going to have is on April. So oh god, April really, really ah on September 11th of September 2021, and we are going to have tech on the table. So we'll talk about business. We are bringing the tech person to the table, and we're going to talk about data science, machine learning, AI, how you can get job if you are one, how you can get started if you really want to, and job opportunities and everything you really need to know about it if you're confused or you want to start a career in tech. So data science, machine learning, AI. These are the three things we are going to talk about. What makes them different? Are they the same thing? What are they? How can you start a career with them? And how can you get jobs if you already have the skill or you are one? So save the date, September 11th or 11th of September 2021. And we might forget to save the date, right? Or we don't know how to do that on our phones. You can just subscribe on this YouTube channel. Once we go live, you get a notification that we are live. Subscribe to YouTube channel and click the notification bell, please. So that whenever we go live, you'll be notified that we are live and you join the section, you hop into the section and you join and you get to learn. So the next business topic we're going to have is going to be on September 25th. We are going to have an entrepreneur on the table where we're going to talk about who is an entrepreneur, who's an entrepreneur, and how can you find a way around it as one. How can you get the confusion out of your head? And we're going to bring an amazing person. I mean, today I'm bringing Chidi over move to the table. If you're an entrepreneur, you're a business person, you should know who Chidi is. He is a fire pack person. So I'm bringing him to this table and we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, how you can find your way around it, how you can clear your head out, get your stuff, and so on and so forth. So this is it, the end of today's table talk show. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell to get notified when next we go live. Thank you very much for your time, and yeah, this is me going off. And did you forget? No, I did not. I'll dance back. Yeah, yeah, you had fun. Yeah, I did have fun too. So take care and bye.